Hey you guys, I wanted to film another mobility exercise real quick. Now, we all use typically the foam roller, and I've recently started introducing softballs, hard balls, cross balls, golf balls for the bottoms of the feet, and other various areas of the body. Now, the foam roller works out really well on some areas of the body, better than others, but it's such a large surface, and it's relatively soft in comparison. For a new person just getting on it, it is fairly challenging to deal with that discomfort, but after a while you adapt to it. The more conditioned you are, the more adhesions that you have in your body, you need to figure out some other way to do this. Now, typically runners and people that have been exercising for quite some time, cyclists, there is a lot of stuff going on down here in the lower leg, especially down here towards the calves sections called the soleus, and then the gastroc, the main meat of the muscle. But what I've been experimenting with is the use of a barbell as a tool, so that you can kind of get a better idea. I'm going to film this so you can kind of see it. And what you want to do is you want to lay your foot over the top of that bar and then cross the other ankle over the top of it. So as you position your body and calf on this barbell, you're going to roll fore and aft or closer and further away from you for purposes of searching out an area in the calf that's still really sensitive and tender. And as you do this, you're going to find one of those spots. From here, instead of going fore and aft, now you're going to go side to side like your feet are kind of like a windshield wiper on your car. And you're going to loosen up that fascial tissue. And you can do this up and down towards the ankle and then back up towards the top of the calf or soleus as it goes into the main gastroc area. And you're going to find lots and lots of areas. If you've never done this, it's going to be extremely painful. As you get more familiar with the discomfort, then you'll feel a little bit more adventurous and you'll start to search out certain areas. So my first suggestion is just getting used to and having tolerance, just rolling it back and forth on it, and then rolling the feet or turning the feet like windshield wipers slowly from one side to the other, and just kind of get used to like that little dull ache that you feel down there in the muscles. And then as you start to get more experience with that, you can then now start to apply more pressure with this upper leg and then do something called a tack and stretch. You find a hot spot that's really sticky or tight, roll it just a little bit top to bottom, side to side, and then zero in exactly where that spot is, and then press down into that area, into the bar, and then point your toe, flex it, extend it, flex it, extend it, flex it, extend it, then roll it up a little higher in that same spot, flex and extend, until you can feel a sense of relief there. You could literally spend, 10 or 15 minutes doing this, but if you just limit yourself to about 5 minutes per leg, and you could do this maybe one of the days during the week when you're working on all of the other stretches or soft tissue or mobility work that I showed you. One of the things that I see or I hear a lot of with other clients or members or people that have been running marathons a lot, lots of knee pain, lots of things going on. This sometimes is the problem. You want to think about an injury. If it's in the knee, think about upstream being something up here at the hip flexors, the glutes, the hamstrings, or downstream towards the foot. It could be the bottoms of the feet with the arch, and in that case, we might use the golf ball or the lacrosse ball, or it could be further, other than the foot itself, it could be in the ankle structure, and that needs to be pulled apart and separated, which I'll show you in another video. But right now, I'm working on the soleus as that particular part. Now, in the M2 member site, you're going to see the baseline stretches, and those are good as you start out. But as you become more seasoned with your training with us here at M2, you're going to need to learn all of the different strategies for the lifetime of your exercise career. And understand, you will be doing this for the rest of your life. So it's going to help keep you running smoothly. But I think as you move forward and you understand how to do this self-treatment, self-care, you'll be better equipped to deal with a lot of things that come up in your exercise future. And just trust me when I tell you, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be injuries, there's going to be strains and sprains. This is one way to heal your body. So this is a good one today for the calf and helping to deal with the soft tissue structures in the soleus and gastroc area. You'd also want to do the standing version stretches using the board like we do here in the studio, or a step or a sign out on the street with the straight leg and the bent leg to help stretch that tissue. So this kind of, and this is referred to in our industry right now as smashing. So you smash the tissue, then you stretch the tissue, and then you learn to strengthen the tissue with different exercises. So it's a smash, stretch, and strengthen kind of approach. And we do this on a lot of the different movements. Would you want to do this before you went running? Maybe generally you might if it's something that's really bothering you and you're recovering from an injury, but typically this is the mobility work that's done on the off days in between runs. It's done post-workout. You don't necessarily want to do yoga and a whole lot of stretching before the workout. We need muscle tension to a certain degree to protect us. But this particular activity is done post-workout so that you can help the muscles recover. Okay? My name is Emile Jarreau. This is M2 Fitness Pros, LBC.com in Long Beach on Pine Avenue. Take a look at the new website. You may find yourself on there. Okay? Love you lots. Peace. I'm going to sit here for probably another 5 minutes or so.